Good evening, everyone. My name is Abhijit, and today we'll discuss about the ERP functionalities and what all information we can access through the ERP. First, let me share the screen. So we have two options in order to access the ERP. One is browser mode and another one is application mode. Once you log in through the computer or laptop, we need to type the URL, which is highlighted in the blue, TSSS, 3 times S, the stepping stone school.letseduvate.com. So the URL would be tSSS.letseduvate.com. Once you enter this URL, you will land to this particular page. It will ask you for your respective ERP login ID and the password. Now, all the students have received their respective login ID and password, which is different for all the student. It's a unique ID. Once you enter the login ID and password, we click on sign in, and this particular page will reflect. This is called the dashboard. Here it says, good evening, demo student. Now, this is a demo ID, so it is reflecting as a demo. Suppose it's my ID, my name is Abhijit, and I'm the student of a particular grade. So it will reflect as good evening, Abhijit, and in the bracket, it says student. Here in the particular red icon, it is for the my profile. In order to access your profile details, you go there, and if you can see your name, parents detail, email ID, ERP ID, phone number, date of birth, everything is mentioned. Now we have an option called change password. For initial couple of weeks, we recommend do not change the password, as any kind of changes if the IT team has to make from the backend, they have to connect to you and take the password, and then it will take the process, or it will delay the process. So we recommend at least for a few weeks, do not change the password, let it be the same one. Again, we come to the dashboard. As I said, this is the dashboard view. Now we'll go through one by one all the options and see what are the usage of it. We'll start from homework. So basically, I'll give you a small glimpse of online class. This is earlier when the school were conducting the online classes due to COVID situation. So we were using the online class option. So a student can take the or attend the online class from this particular option. Now, as the schools have started offline, and this option is not in use anymore. So we'll start from the homework. So let's see how homework works. Once you click on this homework tab, it says student homework. Click here. And as you can see, for different subject and the dates are mentioned here. In order to access the homework, first we'll select the filter. For which date we want to access the homework. Well, once you select the particular date, for which date range you want to access the homework, if you can see this two icon here. So first, let's check. At the top, we have these 5 options, are different color icons mentioned here, and it is written as unopened, the red one, file open is the yellow one, submitted, evaluated, non-submitted. Once the homework is assigned by any teacher for a particular subject, it will always reflect like this, the red sign. Okay. And if you have not submitted the homework, again, this is the sign. So whatever sign is reflecting here, we'll get to know from this top menu what is the actual meaning of this particular icon. As you can see, this homework is assigned. It is not submitted yet. In order to access the homework, we'll click on it. Let's click on it. And then the homework page will open. Now this is the homework. There are 2 questions. What are 3 types of forces, and define gravity? So we have a couple of options. So first option is upload question wise. Now you have an option. You can upload any attachment for the individual question. So in order to attach that document, we need to click on this particular sign. Now, if you can see, accepted file formats are mentioned here. JPEG, JPG, audio, video, and PDF and PNG files will be accepted by the ERP. Once you click on this particular file and you go to any particular page, so suppose I want to access any particular thing. So currently I have this option. Similarly, for the second question as well, if I want to attach any particular file, I'll click here, I'll access the saved files from the computer or the laptop or desktop, and then I'll click on submit. Now you see this sign has changed to this tick mark, the check mark sign, which means submitted. It is mentioned here as submitted. Similarly, once you open the file and you have not submitted, you have just checked the file, this particular red pin will be converted into the yellow one. You have opened the file and you have submitted, the green check mark will reflect. And similarly, if the teacher has evaluated your homework and they have given you the marks for the same, it will reflect as evaluated. This particular blue sign will reflect instead of this. Okay. Similarly, for not submitted, the cross sign will come. First, we need to make sure that we are selecting the right date range so that we can access the homework between those dates. Okay. This is about the homework. Now, the next option is lesson plan. It is one of the important option, and the detailed view of all academic information can be accessed from here. So let's click on the lesson plan. It says student view. We'll click on student view. In order to fetch any kind of information from the ERP, it is always important to select the right filters. These are the filter options: volume, branch, grade, module. So for now, as we are running the volume 1, we will select volume 1. Branch will be always Pune. Grade as per the student's grade. So for now, let's select grade 2. Subject, English. Again, I'm selecting the subject and the grades, but for every individual student, it will differ. Parts of speech is the module that we want to check the details for. Pronouns and key concept. After selecting all these filter options, we'll click on this red icon which says filter. Let's click here. Now, if you see, we have one option called portion document, another as yearly curriculum on the ERP. Let's see one by one. In order to access this portion document, we will click on this I icon. And this is how it will open. So portion document is the overview of the entire academic planning. Okay, all the lesson plan, all the assessment that are about to come in future, that can be accessed from this particular portion document. At the very top, if you can see portion document, it is for grade 2 and English subject. Volume 1, we will have these all chapters. Volume 2, similar, these all chapters, and so on. And then post the volume 2, we will have some revision topics, and the assessment will be on the based of these topics. Okay. You want to go further, click on this next icon, and it will take you to the different pages of this portion document. So whatever detail we have accessed from the portion document, in order to see the detailed view of this, we will go to yearly curriculum on the ERP. Now, again, to access this information, we click on this I icon. And now if you see, earlier we can only access the grade 2 English volume 1. Some additional information is visible here now, that this is going to be for 9 weeks. 65 teaching periods will be allocated. 7 buffer periods. Buffer periods are nothing but the extra periods for a particular chapter or the lesson. And total 17 quizzes will take place for grade 2 English subject. And these are the academic planning for a particular subject, for a particular grade. For every individual subject and grade, this will change. So we'll start from vowels and consonants. There will be 1 period of it. And once we complete all these initial 11 chapters, we will go for the revision and the practice. Again, once we complete the chapter till 19th, then we'll have some quizzes and so on. You click on the next, and then this is the details of volume 2, which is going to be for 9 weeks, 65 teaching periods, and so on. And this is how we can check the detailed view of the entire academic planning and the chapter-wise planning. So these are the differences between portion document. As the name says portion, it is an overview of all the information. Yearly curriculum plan will always give you a detailed view. Okay. Now we have something called period, pronouns. If you can see this view more option, you click on view more. So this, in this particular period pronouns, it says resources. So for all the subject, we have three kind of resources. One is audio file, second is video file, and the third one is PPT. For this particular subject, for this particular grade, we have the resources called PPT. Let's see what PPT is. You click here, and this particular, if you can see, this says slide 1 of 9. There are total 9 slides available. Your computer or the desktop or the laptop keyboard for the up, down, right, left won't work. We need to click on this next arrow. And you keep clicking on it, and pertaining to this particular chapter and the grade, this PPT will reflect. So this is something that we are going to cover for this particular chapter. Okay. All these 9 slides of these chapters are available as a PPT form. If in any other subject there is some video file is required where the student can understand that particular topic better with audio or video, instead of PPT, we will have the MP3 or MP4 file as well. Similar for the period 2, and it says PPT. This particular PPT for grade 2 has 18 slides, and similarly you go ahead by clicking on this, and all the information, all the details are available here. Now there is an option called textbook answer scheme. You click on the textbook answer scheme, and these are the answers of the question that is mentioned on the textbook. So these are the answers of the questions mentioned on the textbook for grade 2 subject English. Okay, and this is how we get to know this is grade 2 English, and because that is what we have selected while accessing the yearly curriculum plan or portion document. Okay, so the lesson plan will give you academic planning, a chapter wise details, and also it will give you the PPT or the any resources that pertaining to that particular grade of the subject. Next option is diary. We click on diary, and as we know this earlier as well, the students used to get diary. Teacher will write on that particular diary any information, any communication the teacher want to have with the parents. They will write it on the diary, and the parents will access it at home. This is a similar option. We can say it's an electronic version of the diary, and once you click on student diary, this page will open. Again, here we have to select the date range that we want to access. So suppose I want to access these particular from 2nd of June till 14th of June, what all diaries has been provided by the teacher. I'll select the date range. I'll click on filter. The moment I click on the filter, I can see there are 3 options: all, daily diary, and general diary. So let's go one by one. We'll go from left to right. In general diary, any particular information that is only for one student, or let me put it in this way, out of 20 students, one student attendance is not very good. He is not paying attention to the class. So anything which is not related to the studies, but to the student, or any particular information that a teacher want to share about that particular student out of the entire class, they will write a general diary. Once you click on general diary, after selecting the date range, you'll click on view more. Once you click on the view more, this particular dialog box will open, which says at the very top, it says parent meeting. And this has been sent on 14th June. And it says the message is kindly contact administration department on 25th June 22. All right, the media is nothing but if there is any attachment, any receipt, any bill, any attendance sheet they want to capture and put it across, they will mention that media here. So this is about the general diary where the teacher want to convey a message pertaining to a particular student to the parents. Now we'll go to the daily diary. So daily diary is nothing but summary of the day, what happened on that particular day in the class for that particular subject. So for English, IDP, and again English. So let's click on this view more. And if you can see, details of classwork is type of forces has, this is a particular topic that has been covered. The summary of the entire day was the importance of gravity we were trying to understand. Homework is given as importance of forces. Again, if there is any kind of attachment, chart, or any picture or any kind of file the teacher want to share with the student, it will be mentioned under media, and you will click on download attachment, and unlike any other file, it get downloaded to your system. Okay, so basically from daily diary, you get to know what are the daily activities that is happening inside the class in terms of what teacher is giving as a homework, what all topic we are covering on a day-to-day basis, what kind of recap of classes we are having. Everything is pertaining to the studies of the student. We will access through the daily diary option. Again, what is the difference with general diary? Anything which is regarding or related to the student but not the studies. Here daily diary, anything which is related to the studies but not the student. So basically daily diary is sent to the entire class. So these are two options. In order to access see both the diaries, we'll click on all. So all has information, all the daily diary that has been provided, also the general diary that has been provided from the school or the teacher. Similarly, in all we have 1, 2, 3, 4 files, and in daily diary we have 3 files. Similarly, in general diary, we have 1 file. Okay. So this is about the diary. Now, next option is circular. We'll click on the student circular. So student circular is nothing but, as we have seen, notice boards are always available in the school in order to inform or intimate any particular information, whether it's a sports day celebration, result announcement, guest visit, any special announcement school want to do, they will put a hard copy of that particular information on the notice board that is always available on the school. Similarly, in order to check what all information notification the school has sent, whether any upcoming events are there in the school, any sports day, Independence Day celebration are going to take place, we'll select the date range from which to which date we want to check the details. So suppose I'm selecting 7th June to 14th June. Click on filter, and here we get to know the school is conducting a demo day. Again, it could be a sports celebration, it could be any celebration, any notification. For demo purpose, I have created a demo day. Again, in description, it will be mentioned what is the date, timing, venue, who all are coming as a guest. So any information they want to convey, the description will have that particular information. So this particular option called circular is nothing but the you can just take it as the ERP's notice board. Anytime school want to put any special announcement, any special notification they want to send, they will put it on the circular, and the parents or the student need to click on circular. Under circular, we have student circular option. And in order to access the information, first we'll select the date range and we'll click on filter, and these demos or the circular will be popped up. Next option is assessment. Now school will take the quizzes after a certain chapters are getting completed. The school have two options, whether they want to conduct the online assessment or the offline assessment. If they are conducting any assessment, whether it's a quarterly exam, weekly assessment, or any kind of special exam they want to conduct, they will inform the student about it, and the student will get to know, okay, so tomorrow a school has announced there is an exam which is going to be for 30 minutes, and they have asked the student to join on the time. So how they can join or attempt the particular exam or the assessment? You go to assessment option, click on take test. Now here you see written demo. So suppose demo is again for the demo purpose, but it will be written English test, quarterly examination, weekly assessment, and you click on view more. It will give you a detailed information. The description says assessment. Under general instructions, it says all questions are compulsory, scheduled at particular date on which the exams are getting conducted, which grade and what subject. Okay, so it has not started yet. Currently it's 8:59 and the exam is about to get start from 9. It will say start the test. You click on this option and you will land to the exam page, whether it's a MCQ, descriptive, any type of exam that the school has conducted. You can attempt those exams from this particular option. So again, under assessment, we click on take test, and whatever test or the assessment has been conducted by the school, it will reflect here. Click on view more, and from here, start the test. Other than assessment, we have next option called ebook. You click on ebook. All the hard copies, all the books that you have received, it is the electronic version of those hard copy books that you have received, just the replica of them. Page by page, it will be similar as your books in the physical form you have. In order to access these books, you select your particular grade, subject, volume. Branch will remain the same, grades will change, and subject, again, which subject you want to check. Currently, we are running volume 1, so volume 1, in future, volume 2, 3, or 4. You click on filter, and then this says general, this says curriculum. So we'll go to the second option called curriculum. The moment you click on the curriculum, all these books pertaining to the filters we have selected, grade 1 English volume 1, will reflect here. Now click on this read option and the ebook will open like this. We have two view mode. If you can see this arrow option, you click and it's a zoom in view mode. Click again, it's a zoom out view mode. Again, you have to click on this arrow in order to access the next page. So this is how the ebooks will be. These are the same content that we have in the student hard copy books. If we want to mark anything, want to underline or highlight anything, there is a pen tool. We go here and we highlight this thing. Any particular information we want to highlight, we can underline or just make a circle around it and we can highlight it. We go to the next option. Again, if we have highlighted something, we want to erase it, there is an eraser option also. Click here and this will be wiped out. So this is the ebook option. Anytime you feel student is not available, he is traveling, or maybe books are with the student, but parents want to access the particular subject's book. They want to check what all contents are there in the books. So depending on the situation, we always have books available in the e format, and that is we call ebook. How to access them? You go to ebook option, click on ebook view, and all these books will be visible under curriculum. Okay, we need to click on the curriculum option and all these books will be visible pertaining to the grade and the subject. Now, next is the calendar and attendance option. As the name says, any kind of holiday that the school has announced, the parent can see the list of holidays here under the holiday tab. And regarding the students' attendance, so the attendance can also be accessed from here. If you want to check the attendance for a particular month, particular day, you select the date from the calendar. Okay, so these are the information that is available under the calendar and attendance. Timetable, as we know, every student have timetable. All the school have different timetable for different grades, different subject. In order to access that timetable, we'll select the filters here. To select the filter, we'll select, these are the option. Earlier we were getting the different layout for the filter. Here the layout is different. We select the branch, click on expand to respective grade again, and then section is the last option. Once you select the section, we can see two options here. We click on filter. Once you click the filter, we have two view again in the timetable option. One is the weekly view, which will give you Monday to Saturday or Monday to Friday, the entire week's detailed view of the timetable or the schedule that has been aligned by the school. Daily view will quickly take you to today's timetable. Whatever schedule we have for today, we can access from the daily view. So these are the two differences: weekly, Monday to Friday or Saturday; daily, timetable that is made for today. Next is iBook. So basically, these are called interactive books, and these give the student the opportunity to take the part in the storyline, and it helps them to own the decision-making skills. How? We'll check this. In order to access the ebook, first we'll select all these filters. For which grade we want to access, for what particular subject, volume, currently running 1, in future volume 2, 3, and 4. Module will select, chapter, and the key concept. So we have selected grade 5 science, volume 1, and the module is human body. Chapter is again going to be human body, and the key concept is nervous system. Once you select all this filter, click on this option, and here it says read. Click on the read option. So these are the books that contain special effect, animated sound, and making the reading experience even more captivating and exciting for the student. So these are the interactive books that will involve student more under the process of the learning. And once you complete this activity, go to the quiz, choose the correct option, and then submit. So I'm just selecting it randomly on the basis of the above mentioned activity. There is a question, and once you click on the answer, you click on submit, it says incorrect. And until you select the right answer, the question will be keep popping in, and we need to make sure that we have understood the concept mentioned above and the student is able to answer this correct. In order to access the ERP, we need to make sure that we have a stable internet connection. Okay, and instead of using the application on the mobile, it is recommended that you use the browser, Google Chrome browser, and that will give you a better view and a better experience also. So as pertaining to a particular profile or the grade and subject we have selected, we click on filter. Again, this is for the English. And for English, this is how the iBook will look like. In some of the iBook, you will find the videos. You click on the play button. So these are a couple of videos we have for few subject. And here's a revision topic. And you click here, next. And these are the questions based on the learning that or the understanding we had with the earlier video and the content that was mentioned. Click on submit. It says this is incorrect. So again, I am taking this randomly, and this is a question mark. When you are asking a question, these all information are here. So basically, this involves student more under this process of learning. And as I mentioned earlier, this makes the reading experience even more captivating and exciting for the students. So this is the iBook. And with this iBook option, we have completed all the parts of ERP. Again, I'll give you a small overview. Once you log in, you go to dashboard, and this will make sure it will reflect your name instead of demo. It will be mentioned as Abhijit. And that's how we get to know we have logged into our own profile. We'll go to homework. Under student homework, whatever homework has been assigned from the teacher side, these signs will make sure that the status of the homework is submitted, not opened, whatever is the status of that particular homework, this sign will reflect there. In order to access them, we have to select the date range, and that particular information will reflect under the subject or the date. Next option is lesson plan. In lesson plan, we'll select volume 1. Branch will always remain Pune. Respective grade of the particular student, what subject we are looking for, what module we are trying for, and the key concept. Once you click on filter, it will give you two options, portion document and the yearly curriculum plan. So basically, portion document is an overview of the entire chapter and the academic planning of grade 2 math subject. The yearly curriculum plan, which we call YCP also, it will have a detailed view of the same information. So from lesson plan 23rd, the chapter 2 will start. This is how it will go further. We have diary. There are two options under diary. General diary is for a particular information pertaining to the student, but not the studies. Daily diary will give you a more specific view of what has been done in the school for that particular grade or that particular subject. So daily diary will give you the information regarding the studies. Circular is something where we see the notification or any important information or announcement that has been provided by the school. Assessment is when the school is conducting any kind of assessment or test, the student can take the test from here. Ebook is the electronic version of the physical books that is available with the student. They can select the particular filter and they can access any book they want on the go. Calendar and attendance. Again, this is something where the student will be getting access for the attendance and the list of holiday announced by the school. Timetable, again, will select the respective grade and the section, and it will give you the timetable of that particular grade. We have two views, a view for entire week and the schedule for that particular day. And at last, we have iBook. So iBook is interactive book. Again, here we select all the different options, and once we click on the filter, we can access the iBook pertaining to the grade or the subject we have selected. This will help the student develop the decision-making skills. So this is all regarding the ERP. And thank you so much for listening patiently.